feedback. You're hearing your own voice. Stupid. Um. Anyway, hi. How's it going? Episode 26. Here we are. Um. If you haven't already, subscribe or go look at the Patreon. See if it's fucking something you'd be into. There's a Discord community that I'm building with a bunch of different like hangout areas and topics and stuff. I know people like to talk about certain things to annoying degrees like me when it comes to like music and coffee and biking and boxing and stuff. So there's channels in that where that's kind of what we do. Um and I give a lot of attention to it. I used to just kind of do that individually when people would like message me on whatever social media platform and I would talk about it. But now I'm like, it, I, if you want to do that and I do, let's just all go there and do it. Um, so Patreon/ATNY. Go check that out. Get involved and yeah. So hold on. Does that get in the way? No, that's fine, right? Yeah. Even though there's like the fucking huge, that should be an ad, NASCAR. um, so look, I haven't been sleeping well, and I don't know what to do about it. I I'm having like tons of stress dreams and shit, and I don't know why because I feel like for the last like week or so, I've actually not been traveling or doing anything that would, I guess maybe because I'm not facing stress on the day to day, then I can just dream about stuff that did happen or stuff that's about to. But I felt like once I got home for this like 2 week break, I felt like, oh, I can just rest and be in one place. And now it's all appearing in the dreams and stuff. And there is shit to stress out about. I'm trying to like tape a special soonish and I really want to like keep honing this fucking set down. But yeah, man, it's like they're the kinds of stress dreams that are not like so surreal that you wake up and go like, "Oh, that was stressful," but like, okay, there isn't really a dragon, you know, made of fucking marshmallows chasing me around or whatever. Um, these are like real life, like real people that I know or like versions of them and real scenarios of, you know, just work stuff, writing or stand up or, just road things. And it's just fucking with me. Um, but yeah, I don't know, man. But it's just, I don't know. What do you guys do when that happens? Like, I mean, the meditation's obviously a great one, but like, or like start the day with like exercise or something. But sometimes it just doesn't, you can't shake it. And it just like feels real for the day or for a lot of the day. And then you sort of like, and not even that like, oh, you think that person is mad at you for fucking up the thing you were supposed to do. But it just gets to you like you made the mistakes and you're mad at yourself or you're sort of like you've sort of already given up on the day, I guess, because you're just like, oh, just it's already all fucking gone. And meanwhile, you're like, that's all you've done with the day. You've just gone. um, so I don't know. I've like the last like 3 nights have been like realistic, just like fucking bang, bang, bang stress streams. Just like it just feels like thing after thing after thing. And I'm like, you just want to wake up and be like, I get it. You're like, I'm not doing enough, or I fucking should be working more on this. Is that what my brain's trying to tell me? Who the fuck knows? Or maybe it's telling me just literally do nothing. I don't know. But anyway, give me your fucking your recipes for how to fucking fix it. Um, So yeah, I've been like just catching up on, whatever fucking shows and movies and stuff. People are like, "Oh, you have to watch this." And everyone on planet fucking Earth, not Earth, on planet Nick in my immediate world people I talk to are all watching the Tinder Swindler and the something Anna Delvey, whatever, imitating Anna or asking Anna or analing Anna. I don't know what it's fucking called. Inventing Anna. There we go. I knew. Wait, it was an I word, and I kept saying A words. Asking, whatever. Inventing Anna, the Anna Delvey or Anna Sorokin thing. So these fucking people are basically just scammers, con artists that find people who will just fucking buy their bullshit and they eventually take money from them and then just ride that shit out as long as they can without really worrying about it because they're just over the top narcissists or sociopaths or both. I don't want to say they're probably sociopaths, but they have extreme narcissistic personality disorders because they just walk around going like, "Yeah, this is what I should do because I'm me and I deserve it and I'm going to just get money and keep moving forward." Maybe a part of them believes it, like the Simon, whatever you call him, the Tinder swindler guy. He maybe to a degree believes that he loves these people, but then he also, I don't think he believes that, his family owns a diamond business or whatever, but I think he really believes that he deserves to be rich and then, dating these women are a part of this fucking story like he's some sort of, the James Bond of business or whatever the fuck. Um and then this Anna Delvey person, I think, really probably believes like I'm going to be a mogul. I'm going to be like I'm going to own this building and start an art foundation and make money and boss people around and these people probably had awful childhoods and shit. And I watched the documentary and then I I watched the series Inventing Anna, which is not a documentary. It's pretty far from it. It's like a Shonda Rhimes produced show, so it's like as well as like fun music in the background while she's fucking yelling at people and ripping everyone off. I'm like, why does this seem like we're on a fucking yeah, here we go, me and Anna going through the world stealing millions. It made me feel uncomfortable watching that version of it. At least the Tinder swindler thing was like that was a fucking documentary and it didn't sway really one way or the other. It's just like, here's what's happening. And then you're just like, you piece of shit. But the Anna Delvey one was more frustrating, which is sort of why I was like, I want to fucking talk about these things on here because what I've noticed um and my girlfriend did it first because we watched both of them together. She thought that the Simon guy was like, oh, what a piece of shit. But then the Anna story, she was like, "You go, girl." I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck? Like, is this like a gender thing, or just because the guy specifically screwed people over in personal relationships, as where she was like fucking over the man or whatever?" But like, I was like, okay, that must be on the face of it. But when you go right beneath the surface of what either of them are doing, the Anna girl is still fucking over people. Like, there were like a couple of companies she tried to get like investments from, and you feel less sorry for these like, investment firms or whatever. You're like, well, yeah, you didn't do your due diligence. Fucking, you gave it, but she didn't even get the money from them because they were doing it. The people she probably fucked over were one of the guys that whoever the Anthony Edwards was playing, like a guy like that would get fired. It's not like he's sitting on top of a mountain of money and he was like, "Oh well, made a mistake." And then the fucking moron who worked at the hotel that she was just like buying her love with cash, and the personal trainer, and then that Rachel woman who's just like a fucking like an Anna Delvey light from what I was able to see. They're all cut from the same sort of cloth, those people, and they just want the shortcut. They want fame, and they'll just step over anyone to do it. And I'm watching both these stories, and I'm like, maybe because I grew up in LA and I've spent literally my whole adult life in the entertainment industry, I'm like, yeah, I've met these people before. Yeah, I've met versions of that. A lot of versions of that. And arguably people that might even be better at it if they had more of the resource, or if they weren't pursuing acting or like comedy and they were pursuing like, you know, just money. I mean, I know like five Simon Levievs or whatever the fuck his name is. And I know a handful of of these Anna people. I mean, you see it and they're just in their fucking eyes. They're just like, must get fame, must get notoriety and money at any cost. And I don't know, is that sad or is that just, I mean, that's what, LA and Hollywood more. Like in the Hollywood culture, not LA. LA itself, the city's great. It's a lot of different types of people, or I don't want to say LA attracts, but Hollywood and the Hollywood culture attracts these people. So it's like they're a dime a dozen out there. They don't all have their own documentaries because they were able to really swindle a lot of people, but they're doing it in a microcosm. They're swindling their immediate circle of friends, and you see people book some stuff, and they have a little posse and everyone's buying into the hype, and that posse, of people that like the entourage or whatever, um those are the people like the Neffs in the Anna Delvey story. They're the ones who are just like, I am drawn to that because I want to be that and I just don't know how, or I'm too afraid. And they just fucking glom onto it and they just run with it. And those are the ones that, they're like fucking cult food. There's always like a cult leader and a cult joiner or a cult member. And the Neffs of the world and all the women that were duped, fully duped by that Simon guy. I mean, in a slightly different environment, they're joining a cult. If you change their circumstances by a couple degrees, they had an extra bad year and they met some fucking speaker that was talking about wellness at some retreat, they would have been, boom, I'll write a check to that organization. If they met Jared Leto instead of this Simon guy, they'd be flying out to Santa Monica and putting a fucking white robe on and be like, Jared is like Jesus. Yeah, Jared Leto, that's a good example of a guy who probably, if he didn't find acting, would pretend his parents owned a diamond company and would just fly around the world pretending he's God. Honestly, I look at these fucking assholes, and on both sides, the ones that got totally duped, as you feel bad for them, but I don't know. You got to like really look around and be like, why am I falling in love after one date? And that's Simon, dude. He knows to look for that shit. The people that are just, he'll throw out key phrases and do the love bombing thing, and these women, you can just see him like, and he's just like, oh, got one. I just gotta fucking keep going, and that's it. I hope when people like watch those things and they go, and they identify with the person being duped, they go, "Oh, cool, I'm calling a therapist tomorrow because I could see myself being that, and I should be as far away from identifying with that kind of person as humanly possible." And or the other people, if you're just like, "Yeah, I identify with Anna or that Simon," it's like, I'm gonna get help. And if I think that and say it, I'm not as narcissistic or fucking evil as those two. But I mean, that's probably asking a lot of anyone. And that's probably why people like that continue to exist. And these guys specifically, the Anna Delveys and the Simon whatevers, they're like, in those movies where um something some like, AI uh, program or robot or whatever is created, and then it like comes to life and crawls out of the computer and takes human form, or they're fucking like narcissistic Pinocchios, you know? They came to life, and instead of like the fucking nose, that's the only difference really, is that when they lie, nothing happens to their nose. And people just they'll buy it. They go for it. The reason things like Instagram are so successful is why these people can get away with this stuff for a while and probably longer. Like the two best things you can be right now in terms of instant fame is a scam artist or a swindler or a serial killer. Do you want a Netflix special? Be one of those two things and just forget the hard work and talent and do stand up for fucking 20 years or be an actor and try and get on a show or like write a show or whatever. Just go fucking scam a bunch of people out of money and chop some fucking heads off and leave it with killer signature or whatever. You'll be all over Netflix. Do both. Be both of those people. That's all it is on fucking like go through net every and they're going back now and finding like old killers and giving them fucking like some PR magic where the Times Square killer. It was just like that dude from Jersey who like killed a few people and now they're making a whole story around it. And it's endless. There's just killer after killer as a Netflix special now. It's fucking Murderer's Row and it has nothing to do with jokes. It's unbelievable, dude. And there'll be more of these fucking. I'm looking up there because my TV's on the thing. But yeah, there'll be more Anna Delveys. There'll be more because the 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 algorithm is just spitting them out. You know, they'll get enough fame and notoriety just from selling people whatever the thing is, which is to everyone's a different degree of fake and lies. Some people will pretend that they own the yacht they're sitting on or the fucking Rolls Royce or whatever, and other people will pretend their families own a fucking diamond company and their enemies are after them at every corner. It sounds like a shitty movie. My enemies are coming. Fuck you, fucking idiot. He got away with it for a while. And now he's fucking. Hold on. I found an article. He's moving to fucking LA. Hold on. Anna Delvey. Look at this shit. Here we go. Not that. That's an ad for shoes. I'm just trying to frame the thing a little better. I don't want to watch that. Okay. Swindler signs with Hollywood agent, wants his own dating show. Yeah, I mean, didn't that America's Got Talent or Dancing with the Idiots? Didn't they just try and have um I already forgot who it was, but some Rudy Giuliani or something like that. They tried to have him be one of the unmasked singers or whatever. Just give it time and Hollywood will bring in the biggest piece of shit alive to make them more money. And these guys included. They know, this Simon guy knew when the jig was up, when his face was plastered all over fucking Netflix or wherever. He was like, the possibilities of faking love and tricking individuals out of money is going to be slim to none. So then he was like, when that happens, I will move to Hollywood and have them do it for me. Wants a fucking dating show. And he'll probably get one. He'll probably fucking get a dating show. And it'll be like what was the one where you had to like sit on the other side with the partition and you had to ask questions and figure out who's who? It'll be like that, except he'll encourage everyone to lie. And then the person who just goes, I don't even know who the fuck is who, wins. Because they go home with nobody. Because he won't know how to be like, yeah, just tell her something great about yourself. He's not gonna want that. He's gonna go, no, just make up some shit. Don't actually tell her who you are. That's awful. And then the guys are like, well, no, but I want to end up on a date with her. And then he's like, cut. What kind of dating show did I sign up for? And the producers are like, the kind that actually ends up with real relationships. He's like, no. That's not who I am. I need these guys to lie their ass off to this woman. And then I need her to give them money at the end of that dating show. What would the show be? That's the only thing it can be. Okay, let's read this article. They say crime doesn't pay, but Simon Leviev could soon be swiping right on a vast fortune. Fuck this opening sentence written by Andrew Court. Fucking. This is the problem with everything right here. This sentence. They say crime doesn't pay, but Simon Leviev could soon be swiping right on a vast fortune. We deserve everything that's coming to us. We're just fucking like feeding the fucking machine. Here you go, social media. And we're just producing people like this. We've become like, we're crowdfunding these guys. We are crowdfunding the Simon Levievs. I'm going to say it differently every time. Leviev. I don't know how to say it, so I'm going to say it differently every time. We're crowdfunding these guys. The Simons, Levievs, and the Anna Delvey Sorokins. No relation to Aaron Sorkin. We're crowdfunding them with our fucking applause and our like buttons and our yeah, get him, girl, or whatever the fuck. And they're like, yeah, what I did was right. What I did was correct. The law won't do much. They'll send him to jail for a year or two. And then they'll fucking hightail it off to Hollywood with all the fucking, what's your social media account? And they'll go, look at all the followers. Look how much everyone loves me. I had a Netflix special. Did you know that? And they'll go, oh, you're signed. Come on. We'll give you a dating show or a talk show. According to TMZ, Leviev, 31. He's only 31. He'll fit right fucking in Los Angeles like a glove. He will fit right in. People will just go, he's just hustling, man. He's just making it happen. Who knows how real these documentaries are. They'll convince themselves because they'll want to be around, they'll want to orbit around they're like moths to light, man. Just follow any light. Doesn't matter where it goes. He'll have a fucking entourage. He'll be out there. He'll make some money. Gina Rodriguez, who reps. Who does this fucking asshole rep? Executive producer Mama June, CEO Entertainment Junction, manager PR. Of course, yeah. I do a million things. So this person. I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, this is exactly what I thought this person would be. Gina Rodriguez, you suck. Um, so she reps a range of reality stars, including Mama June. Is that the one from uh with the little kid who was a fucking? Yeah, I think I know who that is. The pair purportedly discussed a bunch of plans to parlay Levieve's Netflix special into profit and an entertainment career. As if it was just. Look, they even said new Netflix fame. As if the thing wasn't about robbing people all over the world. As if is Netflix fame, as if he made a movie. It was some creative endeavor that he's now being applauded for. The guy ran around the globe lying his ass off to countless people and wasn't even sorry about it. There's not even a redemption story. This is just a continuation of the awful story. And make sure to fucking fold people in like Gina Rodriguez when you just go like, oh, what a piece of shit. She is too. Leviev, who is accused of conning women out of millions of dollars after matching with them on Tinder, reportedly wants to start his own dating show where women compete for his love. What are they going to compete for? They gonna elbow each other out of the way over like who can write a check the fastest? Fucking crazy. My headphone came unplugged because I am yelling. I can't hear anymore. Fuck. There we go. Um, yeah, that's insane to me. Wants to start his own dating show where women compete for his love. Who who would want that? You know who it's going to be? It's going to be the people like the Anna Delveys of the world who are going to go, "Oh, I'll just use that as a vehicle for my own fame." Just like all the other ones. They just want a little bit of the light on them and they go, "Yeah, I'll pretend to love the guy," and they'll if anything, this'll teach this Simon dude what a real con is. Enter the fucking Hollywood machine and you'll see. You'll see how what it's really like. You're going to deal with professional fucking liars, backslappers, smooth talkers, just people who will really make you think you got something. And then you'll just be fucking like just hitchhiking at the end of the fucking run. You'll be dying to get out of Los Angeles. Fucking loser. Another possible project is a podcast on which the love rat. We're giving him pet names now. He's a love rat. See, this is what I mean. It's a part of the fuck. It's just a part of the cycle. You know, this is a legitimate like path now for people if they want to take it. It's just you're you're becoming a three-dimensional version of the Instagram lie that you've been fucking selling to people. Just pop out of the fucking screen and then just go start living that life and don't really worry about the law and any of that sort of stuff. And the next thing you know, you'll be signing with agents and being called a love rat. And you're so cute. You're bad, but you're good. You're a little rat. It's unbelievable. It's hilarious. Yeah, all this. I'm sitting on a boat. I'm on the phone telling another woman my enemies are coming to get me. Soon your enemies are going to be the Hollywood production companies and stuff when they fucking fuck you in the face. It's going to be awesome. Band Leviev Zavovar was banned from dating apps. Well, couldn't he just? How are you banning him? Don't you sign up for dating apps with your fucking email? Just new email, not Simon Leviev of Losh or whatever at Gmail. There, done. New different photos. You're back on the app. Your family doesn't sell diamonds anymore. They work in oil. How are you? You're not banning anyone. The publicity crazed con man may have now surfaced on TikTok. I mean, it's it's just funny. The account 169,000 followers. At least 500 of those followers would think they would never be duped by him. But given enough time, the next thing you know, they'll be on part 2 of the Tinder and they're going like, and then I wrote him a check for $15,000 and opened 9 credit cards and maxed them all out within a day. But I really thought we had a connection because we went out a total of 2 times and knew each other for 72 hours. I don't know what went wrong, is what they'll say. And these guys know that. The Anna Delveys and the Simon Lavash breads. They know. They know that just keep it's a numbers game, literally. Just go after enough people and the Instagrams and TikToks just make it easy to just blast out the here's what I'm selling or pretending to sell. And then, they'll come and you can have a nice run for a while. Anyway, we'll see him on something. He'll have a fucking Snapchat show or some shit, or he'll do something. He'll make some legit money because again, the Hollywood machine is amoral. It does not fucking care. Anytime anybody looks to how could this actor or production company or director person not have an opinion on this awful thing that's happened, it's because they don't have to yet. Or they won't make the change. They won't acknowledge their racism or homophobia or sexism or whatever until the absolute last minute. Are we losing money? We'll change it. If we're not, no need to fix it. Can we make some money by all of a sudden being more inclusive? You got it. Do we not want to deal with a Tinder swindler because everyone's like, ew, then no, well, we would never. But the moment it does, oh, we can make a couple of bucks? Come on, love rat. And that's how it'll be. Anna Delvey is probably going to they'll have a show together. They'll have a show together and people will watch it. It will make money and we deserve it. We deserve it. This is the new American dream. You start an Instagram, you just fucking sell a lie and then just screw over as many people as you can. And it's a version of, the old American dream, which is based on like, industrial prospects where you actually made shit. Now you're just like making a person and not selling anything. We're crowdfunding. A lot of Indiegogo campaigns are the same way, Kickstarters. People crowdfund. Not a lot of it gets made. Or if it does, you get some shitty product and you're like, this isn't what I asked for. And then you just call it a loss. This is the human version of that. Yeah, Anna Delvey what's this fucking idiot up to now? Where is Anna Delvey now? Marie Claire. Here's where the scammer has been since the events of Inventing Anna. Netflix's Inventing Anna is the scammer show for anyone. See, because there's so many. This is the one. There are a lot of scammers out there, a lot of great content on the scammers of the world who are just bankrupting people. A lot of good ones. A lot of people are really talented scammers. We're in the golden age of scamming right now. And if you really want to get your entertainment value, like that's overselling. It's just so stupid. And see, this one says it all in the beginning about this is the scammer show for anyone who loves glitz, glamour, and the schadenfreude towards the rich. That's the fucking hook here with her is that she's fucking over these rich people. And I enjoyed that part of it, where these people just saw the money or the appearance of it, the illusion of it, and then they just fucking hook, line, and sinker. And it's it's funny that it happened to some rich people, Again, when you really at the end of the day look at it, if it's just some individual person with money, it's like, what if he has a fucking family or he's taking care of his sick fucking family or some shit and he got swindled and now he can't? Just because the guy's rich doesn't automatically make him, a bad guy, which is a really funny way to see how we are looking at, you know, uh, the financial culture in America. It's like anyone who just has it is immediately a bad guy. But the Anna Delveys and the Simon Lebieves, those guys, there's nuance with them. That's who we're giving a break to. Where we're like, well, I don't know. But it's just some random investor who we know nothing about. It's like, well, fuck you and your money. Not it the same way. What if he lied about a diamond empire? He probably did. A lot of them do. This isn't even a defense of the fucking rich. A lot of them are probably fucking lied to a lot of people to get to where they are. And that's just the way it's always been. But why are we like as if these guys are fucking Robin Hood? They're not even stealing from the rich to give to poor people. They're giving it to themselves. Fuck you. I don't want to subscribe to your thing, Marie Claire. I want to read your article for free. Because I'm the Robin Hood of reading articles to people. Okay. Well, I already know all this. Did Anna go to prison? Yes, she did. And so we're doing ads for it too. So you can sell your product based off the scammer. We're all involved, everybody. Okay, after her release, the faux socialite enjoyed a few weeks of freedom. She rejoins social media as the Anna Delvey on Instagram and Twitter. Didn't even take her birth name. We all know it's a fake name, and she's like, I'm keeping it. Stage name, I guess. Just like actors, stage name. 6 weeks after her release, Sorokin was placed in custody by ICE. The one time I've agreed so far with ICE immediately taking someone. Let's see. Her overstay was unintentional, largely out of my control, she said. Okay, yeah. Okay, so where's this fucking idiot now? Sorokin has been presented to the media as an unrepentant about her actions, although she did tell the court during her sentence hearing, I apologize for the mistakes I made. The thing is, and then she admitted, the thing is, I'm not sorry. I'd be lying to you and everyone else and myself if I said I was sorry for anything. I regret the way I went about certain things. That is not uncommon, I think, of people like lying their way to something and then looking back. I know so many people who just have lied about everything they've done and will do, and then they get caught in one or two and they go, I probably would have told it differently. And their justification is everyone else makes up their story when they move to LA or they, get into the industry. We're all fake it till you make it. Like that phrase has really gotten fucking way out of control. They're using it. These people are faking it. To what end? It's crazy. I feel sorry for the way my case is being perceived. Narcissist maniac. What does Anna think of the show? Who cares? What is Anna working on now? Yeah, because what she did before was work. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Per deadline, Sorokin has teamed up with surviving R. Kelly producer Bunham Murray Productions on a limited docuseries to explore the next chapter in her life. We have completely bought in to these people. They should be cast out of society. Just like you're, but they're the Annas and the Simons don't They don't stand a chance with the fucking Hollywood production companies and the agents and they have fucking slime oozing off of them. They won't. They won't be able. They won't be able. That'll send them fucking packing and running. If it plans to begin where inventing Anna ends, following her rapidly changing plans day to day while also giving insight to how she thinks. Anna's story is very much alive and still unfolding as we speak. What story? We know the story. The story's over. She tried to con people. She got caught. She went to jail. What's the story? Can the con continue? Are you going to help? Is this you saying, Bunham Murray, is this you saying you're going to help the con continue? Sounds like it. Fucking garbage. Garbage people. Where is Rachel Deloche Williams now? Where's this lady at? Her full real name, Rachel Deloche Williams, is one of her closest friends, blah, blah, blah. She wrote a book about it. My friend Anna, the true story of a fake heiress. The memoir was released in paperback this week with a new afterword published in Time. She was not involved with the Netflix show, although she bet she wished she was. I bet she wishes she was involved. More money. She now works as a freelance photographer. I thought she was like a writer or some shit. Tennessee native left Vanity Fair after selling her book in 2019. Okay, she works as a freelance writer, photographer, producer, and creative consultant. So I think she's unemployed. She sucks. She says Anna is being rewarded for her crimes. She's not wrong, but she's also piggybacking off that and making money as well. Williams trashed the show. Yeah. But also read my book. Ugh, who cares where she's at? But yeah, I mean, the social media machine is producing these people left and fucking right. And we're ultimately fine with it. We don't really, this is like we're not really making things anymore in this country except for social media stars. And people don't care about the truth anymore. They don't care about, science and education and all these things. This is the next logical / illogical step. We saw that you could con your way into the White House. You can con your way into Netflix specials and series. Why do anything else? Are you young? Are you charming? Do you have a cell phone? You could be on Netflix 2 years from now. Grow your following and then take that out into the real world and fuck some people over. And then once you maybe do, you get a fucking little slap on the wrist jail time. Move to Hollywood. You have your show ready to go. Talk to Gina Rodriguez or Bunham Murray Productions. You have a better chance doing that than writing a screenplay and being genuinely creative. That's what America is and what America wants. We saw it in 2016 and we almost saw it again in fucking 2020. I mean, that's just, we deserve this. We're asking for it and we're getting it and we're okay with it. It's disgusting, but that's what it is. Anyway, if you haven't seen those, they're worth watching to understand, I think, what people are valuing now. Not because you're gonna be like, wow, I like these people. I mean, you shouldn't, but they are interesting to watch and then have conversations with with people on what and who they think is right or wrong or like justified. Yeah, it was. I mean, there can be so many more of these people, and then I get hopefully it'll fall out of fashion. You know, all these like cycles with what's popular and um on TV and the streaming sites. Eventually, they'll go, oh, no one's interested in this stuff, but that won't mean that these people aren't still out there doing it. They will be. They'll be able to make money on this shit, and I'm sure the smart ones will, like how the people get into like, you know, the drug trade or whatever. They'll get in, they'll make money, and they'll get out. Or people that used to back when porn was not considered like mainstream at all, they'd get in, make a ton of money quick, save it, and get out. You know, there are smart ways to do it, but the supreme narcissist won't be able to get out because they'll just keep thinking I'm me and I'll get away with it because I'm smarter and better than everyone. But yeah, this is a new career path. You could really like you could do this. And probably just as morally reprehensible as like being any one of the bankers who led to the financial crisis and recession in 2008. You're going after money, you're lying people, you're taking their money. Same job, basically, except when you're the Anna and the Simon Instagram stars, you're self-employed. You're working for yourself. So you're an entrepreneur. You're living the American dream. You're going to get it. Fucking monsters. Anyway, uh that felt good to do. It really did. Whew. I'll be home until March. March 4th and 5th, Denver, Colorado, Denver Comedy Lounge. Go to my website for tickets. March 6th, Boulder. Go to my website. Um, March 11th and 12th, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I've never been to Minneapolis to do comedy. I'm very excited about this. I've been wanting to go for a while. That's March 11th and 12th at the Comedy Corner Underground. March 13th, I'll be in Davenport, Iowa, at the Renwick Mansion. Super cool fucking place. Super cool show. That's going to be a fun one. And more dates to come. NickYoussef.com. Go check out the Patreon, patreon.com/ATNY. And I'll see you soon.
It's the end of the show. Like, subscribe, and comment. Don't be a dick.